This morning, I want to talk to you guys about something interesting, something you might not expect from me. I want to give you 5 reasons why you should never work for yourself online, and then I want to give you 1 reason why you need to. I've done it both ways, I've worked for other people and I've worked for myself. So there's positives and negatives to both of those things. And I want to give you a little bit of insight into the negative aspects of working online because, we always focus on the positive so much around here, and I love the positive. And I think to get forward and to succeed, you have to focus on the positive, but you got to be aware of the negative too. And a lot of times people won't be aware of the negative if they've never worked for themselves before and they never experienced the negative. So let me just get right into it. Okay, so the first negative that I would say that I found working for myself online is this right here, anxiety. Anxiety is crazy. I tried to go to bed at 2 o'clock last night after working like for 3 or 4 hours on some product creation stuff. And like I tried to go to bed, I was getting tired. I tried to go to bed and like I tried to close my eyes and I'm like seeing colors, like the same colors of like web screens and stuff like that, like website pages and stuff in my mind, not like actual details, but just the colors and stuff, and I'm freaking out about, this and that and the other, and I can't go to sleep. So I get back up and I'm walking around the kitchen thinking maybe I should make a video about it. Like maybe I'll turn this into content and like, capitalize on the experience or something. But it's like, that's part of the problem, right? Like everything has to be content now, give me a break. I don't want to make content. I just want to go to sleep. It's 3:30 in the morning, right? So I would say that, anxiety and anxiety attacks, like they're a real thing. Some people don't believe in that kind of stuff. But for me, I happen to know it's true. I never really experienced that before I started working for myself. And it's something I definitely experience now. If you're out there right now and you're watching this, leave me a comment. Let me know, do you have problems with anxiety trying to work online? Do you feel like the anxiety that you're experiencing is from spending too much time on the internet? Let me know. I'm interested to hear how it is for you guys. I only know how it is for me and a couple people I've talked to about it. But I'd love to hear how it is for you guys as well. So the second reason I would say you probably don't want to work for yourself online is this, health. When I first started my online business back in 2011, I weighed 176 pounds, and I was pretty healthy. And now I weigh 253 pounds. So you do the math. How's that? From 176 to 253 in the course of a few years. So, I mean, that's not too healthy, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that if I stay on my current path, I'm not going to make it. So that's not too good. And like, you can say, well, all you need to do is watch what you eat and exercise more often. Yeah, that's true. You have to understand, I was in the Navy for 5 years, so I'm no like stranger to exercise. I was with the Marine Corps. I was a corpsman, and I was a combat medic. So I was with the Marine Corps for 3 of those 5 years, and I exercised every day. And it wasn't nothing for me to run 3 to 5 miles. But when your job is on the internet, you find yourself here a lot. It's almost like you live 2 lives. You guys remember on The Matrix where the guy says, "Mr. Anderson, it appears you've been living 2 lives. One of them has a future and one of them does not." And he like slams the book shut. But yeah, so I'm just saying, for some reason, at least for me, I can only speak personally. For some reason, it used to be pretty easy to exercise, but for some reason, working online, it's been a lot more difficult to get that exercise in. The third one, pressure. Some of you guys might work really, really well under pressure, I mean, I seem to be the kind of person that works really well under pressure. When I have a lot of time to get something done, I seem to slack off and not mess with it until I have a lot less time to get something done. And then I seem to, pull these amazing things out of my. But that doesn't mean the pressure's not there. And that doesn't mean it doesn't take its toll. And when you work for yourself, your back's always kind of against the wall because you are not like working for someone else. It's not like you just get a paycheck every Friday. You just come in, do your 8 hours, and like every 2 weeks you get a paycheck, right? It's not like that anymore. Now, if you want a paycheck, you need to figure some shit out, and that's it. There's no safety net. So I don't know how it is for other people, but for me, like I always feel that. Like I see people saying, yeah, man, I got super motivated to make money once I actually made a couple bucks online. Then I was really motivated to do it. Now that I know that I can do it, now I'm super motivated to do it. That's not how it is for me. I mean, what motivates me is the fear of poverty. I don't want to be broke. I don't want my family to be broke. I have a family to feed. And it feels like your back's always against the wall between making enough money to support your family and trying to be creative and innovative and not desperate. There's definitely a pressure when it comes to working for yourself. People handle the pressure in different ways. I seem to handle it pretty good. I seem to handle the pressure pretty good, but it doesn't mean it's not there. And for me, I think the pressure kind of manifests itself at night when I try to go to sleep. And I kind of like wake up with these weird anxiety attacks. So the pressure's there. However you handle it, I would never lie to you guys and tell you, it's laptop lifestyle on the beach. There's definitely a pressure to working for yourself. Next, this is number 4. There's no off button. When I used to work for other people, man, I clock out and go home. When you work for yourself, there's no off button. And like you can have an office and you can try to create separation for yourself or whatever, but sometimes you're not always successful. Like I got an office here at the beginning of 2017, and it seemed like it didn't take me very long, maybe a month, maybe 2 months. I had already went out and bought a Chromebook so I could work at home. I didn't quite commit to it. I bought a Chromebook. It didn't have a hard drive on it. So I felt like this isn't the same as buying like a full-blown laptop. This is just something so I can check emails and stuff. And at the time, my wife was like, dude, don't you check your emails on your tablet? I was like, yeah, man, but I need something a little bit better than a tablet just in case I need to do a couple other things, right? So I made the compromise to not get a full-blown laptop for at home, just get this Chromebook with no hard drive. Yeah, right, man. So now basically I'm on a revolving wheel. Like I work from my tablet, I work from my Chromebook, I work from the office. Where's the off button? I mean, I thought I got the office so that I would have some separation between my business and my home life. So when you work for yourself, you have to create the off button. And if you don't create the off button, there's no off button. And you will burn out. You are going to burn out. And if you can't create that off button, it might not be a good idea with this kind of lifestyle. And then my last reason why you should never work for yourself online is passion to job, right? Taking something that you are really, really in love with, are really interested in, and really have a good time with, and you turn that into your job. There's a couple of ways you can look at this. Number one, you can look at it like, hey man, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, right? And that was kind of the mentality that I subscribed to. But there's another mentality of, well, when you do what you love and that's the way you survive and make money, now all of a sudden there's another feel to it. You don't quite love it as much. Because now you have to do it, right? Man, I love Snickers bars. I mean, if I had to eat them every single damn day for every single meal, and that's how I made my living, I might not love them so much. I still like them, but it might not be something that, but That's what I'm trying to say. You change your passion to a job, and that's something that you deal with. So all these things, I want you guys to know, I'm not complaining. I'm just being real with you guys. I don't want any sympathy from anybody. I'm not asking for sympathy at all. I make really good money on the internet. I have no reason for sympathy. My father was a construction worker. He was a concrete man for 30 years, and he would laugh at me. He would laugh at me if he heard me complaining about this stuff. He's probably turning in his grave right now laughing at me about complaining about this dumb stuff. But I'm just being real with you guys. I definitely don't want any sympathy from anybody, especially people who are just now getting started. I understand what it is to be a young blood, trying to make money, trying to make your way. Do what you got to do, man. That's what I say. I'm just giving you some perspective on it. Perspective on it you probably don't hear a lot. So anyways, all that being said, pros and cons are not weighed equally. You could have 100 pros and they're not equal to the one con. You know what I mean? Like a guy could say, okay, man, I'm going to pay you $1 zillion. I'm going to give you the house of your dreams, the wife of your dreams. You're going to have the most perfect life ever. All these pros, right? All you need to do is jump out of the airplane and live. That's the only con. There's a good chance you're probably not going to survive when you jump out of the airplane. It's one con, right? You might die. A lot of people be like, whoa, hold the phone. Slow the train down. No thanks. I'm out. Right? They're not going to take that one con over all those pros. It doesn't matter how awesome you sweeten the deal. There's a good chance I'm going to die when I jump out of the airplane. So forget it. Well, it's the same with this. I gave you 5 cons. And the fact of the matter is this one pro I'm about to give you, it outweighs all these cons. You see, I would never want to work for a company again. I would never want to work for a job again. I could never not be the boss again. And the reason why is very, very simple, right? It's this, right? Freedom. Freedom is the pro that outweighs all these cons. You cannot beat this freedom. There is a freedom to working for yourself, to calling your own shots, to making your own way in the world, to making money how you want to make money, to taking days off that you want to take off. There's a freedom to it. And the freedom outweighs everything. And all these cons that I talk to you about now, they can all be managed. We have to be good at managing them. Oh, I have anxiety attacks. I need to figure out what's going on and change it. Oh, I got no off button. I need an off button. Okay. Passion to job probably be solved if I put myself on a schedule. I'm not less passionate about something. I'm just doing it all the time. So all these cons can be managed, and this one pro outweighs them all. So anyways, that's all I got for now, guys. I hope that's been helpful to you. I thank everybody for watching this one, man. I appreciate all the viewers, man. Thanks a lot, guys. Pound that like button if you enjoyed this video, man. Give me a share, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, everybody.